The Appellate Division First Department is now in session. Welcome to our virtual admission ceremonies. Ms. Schwartz, please proceed.
Thank you. Good afternoon, and may it please the court. I, Sharon Schwartz, staff counsel to this court's Committee on Character and Fitness, am honored this afternoon to present to the court 34 applicants for admission to the bar. Further, I am pleased to report that the committee has examined the records of each applicant appearing here today. Accordingly, on behalf of the committee, I certify that each applicant appearing here this afternoon does possess the requisite character and fitness to merit admission to the bar of the state of New York, and therefore I do hereby move for their admission.
Before I rule on your motion, I want to take this opportunity to thank the members of the Committee on Character and Fitness for the excellent job they have done to assure that the candidates are all well qualified for admission. The committee's work is important and it is greatly appreciated by all the justices of the court. Please relate this message to the committee members.
I will, thank you.
Now we turn to the motion before the court. Justice Cardoza famously said, "Justice delayed is justice denied." Well, there will be no delay of justice today because my colleagues have authorized me to grant the motion. The oath will now be administered by the clerk of the court, Susanna Rojas.
Good afternoon, Justice Kern. Good afternoon, candidates. I will administer the oath of office in the form of a question. At the end, I will ask everyone to unmute their microphones and respond by saying, "I do." At this point, I ask everyone to please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Attorney and Counselor at Law to the best of your ability? Please respond by saying, "I do."
I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
Congratulations, attorneys. You may lower your right hand and please mute your microphones. Thank you.
Congratulations, you are now officially lawyers. It is customary for one of the justices to give welcoming words to the newly admitted attorneys. Today, that honor falls to Justice Mendez.
Thank you, Justice Kern. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the court, I want to congratulate the newly admitted attorneys and your loved ones, the family and friends who have supported you emotionally and financially throughout this journey, and who have hopefully joined you in this virtual ceremony. Today is a very significant day for all of you, as it marks the end of a long journey filled with many stressful days and sleepless nights, and the beginning of a new one as members of the legal profession. You have proven to all that you have the basic and necessary skills, knowledge, and character to join the ranks of our profession. In law school, you learned to write and think like lawyers, and to analyze and argue logically all aspects of an issue. The lives you've lived up to now tell us that you have the requisite character and fitness for admission. However, membership in the bar requires more from you. With your admission, you gain the rights and privileges bestowed on members of the legal profession. But with those rights and privileges come certain duties and responsibilities you owe to the court, to others, and to yourselves, which will help you have a rewarding and successful career. Allow me to illustrate what some of those duties are. Some of those duties and responsibilities are by sharing with you some of the advice I received many years ago when I took the same oath you are taking today. Today is the true beginning of your legal education. The law is an ever-changing profession, and the best lawyers are those who approach each day with the desire to gain a better understanding of the law and the world around them. To be relevant and useful to those you represent, you must educate yourselves day in and day out. You must learn to adapt to new situations and overcome new obstacles, as we are doing now to work around the inability to meet in person due to this pandemic. Take advantage of all of the resources available to you. Join and be active participants in bar associations. You have to continue educating yourselves. Develop and establish a good reputation for professionalism and civility. In our desire to be zealous advocates, we sometimes lose sight of the fact that antagonism is not the same thing as effective advocacy. Remember that the most effective advocacy does not stem from posturing and tone, but from reasoning and a solid understanding of the substance of the issue at stake. We do our profession a disservice when we rely on bluster and contentiousness to make our point. You should strive to maintain an atmosphere of courtesy and mutual respect in all legal proceedings. And remember that your reputation is the most important asset you have at your disposal. Never lose sight of the fact that your advocacy and negotiating skills can mean the difference between someone losing or retaining their home or losing or maintaining their liberty. Whether you are representing a client on the most complicated civil matter or on the most serious felony or on a small claims matter, you must always represent that client with zeal to the best of your ability, never losing sight of the human element of the law. The law is not just an abstract concept or topic for debate. It is a very real force that has significant impact on the individuals involved. It is your duty to carry forward the best traditions of the legal profession, the tradition of serving others, pro bono service, whether it be as counsel to a nonprofit, the representation of those with unpopular causes, or the indigent, is a long-standing, worthwhile tradition in our profession. Ours is a wonderful, noble profession, and lawyers are at their best when they use their skills in the service of others. This tradition of voluntary service by attorneys is ancient and honorable, and we will be looking to you for its continuance. As lawyers, you have an individual and collective responsibility for the health of the legal profession, the legal system, and society. Find ways to use your newly acquired clout as members of the legal profession to achieve outcomes that are just and that will benefit the profession and society. In sum, continue educating yourself. Develop a good reputation for civility, humanity, and competence. Get involved in your communities. Volunteer to serve others. Use your skills to achieve outcomes that are just and that will benefit the profession and society. If you follow this advice, I am sure you will have a long, satisfying legal career. Therefore, on behalf of my colleagues on this court, I welcome you to the legal profession and wish you much success in your careers in the practice of law. Congratulations.
The admission ceremony is now concluded and court is adjourned.
Thank you to the justices and Ms. Rojas. They will now log off and the new attorneys will stay on with me.